I keep my eyes on glory till the devil get behind. Now bad mind, the devil made me offers I decline. We not aligned, not combined, I am not confined to any wicked system that these demons have designed. They frame a mind and have you salty as a bacon rind. I'm trying to mastermind how to help out humankind. I'm open mind, but I do not rock with none aligned. My state of mind is to keep a peace for peace of mind. Unlike Malcolm with my piece at the Venetian blinds. I'm trying to manifest some things in my subconscious mind that I have only seen in dreams in my unconscious mind. My dreams unrefined, spring to mind, a state of mind that make it seem this lucky life of mine is pre-designed. And if it is, then thank the Lord, cause that's the mastermind.
First opened way back in 1924, but renovated in 2002. There's a look inside venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Just a short time ago, this crowd loud enough to shake the foundations of this nearly century-old building. They are ready for football indeed in Chicago as their guys get set to do battle with the Arizona Cardinals. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Murray now on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
And that may have been incomplete, but he reminds me so much of when my dad used to take me to the baseball stadium and watch the home run hitters in batting practice. I'll get to the stadium early just to watch this kid throw it. He can throw it out of the stadium.
Second and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. On play action, it's Murray. And Murray in trouble here, and down he goes. Khalil Mack, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Gary and Conlon, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. Remember, Charles, this is the #1 defense in the NFL, and they proved their mettle here, forcing the turnover on the opening possession.
And sometimes when you play a team that has that reputation, it's earned it by their play. The psychology is, okay, they're #1. They have to prove it to us, and they tried to attack. They found out that that ranking was real.
And if history is any indication, when this defense gets off to a good start, look out.
Yeah, their offense plays off of them awfully well, too.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. On play action, Fields. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
In the red zone, precision is the watchword. If the throw's a little too early, too late, maybe off a little bit, going to be a good chance that any attempt is going to be a contested one, and that one falls incomplete.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4.
Switch it, come on, switch it. Check 9, check 9. He's coming.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Touchdown Bears! Darnell Mooney, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bears have taken the early lead. Had the option to hand that one off or run it himself, but instead, a really easy, quick pass.
I like the way they made a decisive decision and got it right to the receiver. One move later, he's in the end zone.
Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. On the return, Rondale Moore will bring it out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they had lost 2 in a row prior to getting the open week last weekend, so potentially a chance for them to get away for a bit, keel up, and come back strong.
That's what the hope is anyway, because you're going to find out now with your team, are you still focused on being the best you can be for the rest of the season with the things going the way they have earlier this year?
Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. Flush to his right. This one complete to Christian Kirk. A gain of 6 there on first. This defense for the Bears, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
Play fake. Murray. Murray fighting. Lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. To throw, it's Murray. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Here's the veteran punter Lee as he sends this one away. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From his goal line here, Fields. That's complete to Mooney. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. That one covers 29 yards, first down.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
First down, a run with Cohen. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
Not a lot of running room there. Not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
Cohen gets it again on second, and he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44.
Under 10, under 10, 10.
Here's a give running left. It's Cohen. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. And this will be caught by Mooney. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That goes for a gain of 31. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, running with Cohen. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 41 yards on the ground for him so far.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Keep in mind they can still get a first down here as they come up on 2nd and inches. A give to Cohen. He heads right. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Now Fields. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
Well, it's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
So the snap will come from the 3, but remember, they don't need the touchdown. They can get the first down if they get a yard, and the ball gets to the 2. They'll try and run for it. And he is going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. Cohen. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Tariq Cohen, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bears go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Now the point after try for Santos. And that'll set him back 5. They'll try it again now after the 5-yard walk-off. And it's good to make it 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now Murray off play action. Going deep for Hopkins. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
The scoreboard tells a story for him, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
Play action. Now it's Murray. Escaping the pressure right. He's airing it out for Williams. He's got a man complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. 1st down, Murray. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Isabella. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A little over 20 yards there, and in 2 plays, they've now moved the ball over 60 yards. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. And this carry brought to an end at the 8. Good stick skills, just not much room there to operate. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Eluding the pressure right. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Max Williams, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals draw a bit closer. No surprise there. 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
Extra point good by Prater. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. On the return, it's Tariq Cohen. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And then we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
Play action. It's Fields. And Graham on the ground. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. On first down, Fields flushed out right. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Now, I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call. But they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
To throw again on second down. Murray. Flush to his right. On the run. He'll let this go deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. So we come upon halftime here at Soldier Field with the Bears out in front. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
On second and very short, Fields. He'll bunt, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at third down and long. Throwing on third down, Fields. That'll be caught. It's Steven Sims. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. On first down, Cohen. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They've got the lead early here in the third quarter, and runs like that are how they established that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the third quarter. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown! Rashad Perriman, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bears will extend their lead. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. On the return, Rondale Moore will bring it out. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Murray going to throw. He'll air this one out for Kirk. And incomplete on the deep ball. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
I'm glad you're with us from Soldier Field in Chicago. Third quarter here, 2nd and 10. To throw is Murray. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. And this is caught inside the 5. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Christian Kirk, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals have cut it to within a score. Prater for the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. From the gun, here's Fields. And Graham's got it. Complete. The 30. 10. 5. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with...
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Bears will add on to their lead. Santos with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. touchdown. Here's Santos to kick this one away. Moore now on the return. And he returns this to the 22. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Going deep for Hopkins. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Murray. He'll air this one out for Kirk. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. Well, his arm strength never an issue, but this one winds up in the wrong hands.
Oh, the coverage here is just terrific because when it's done really well, sometimes you can't distinguish whether it's the receiver or the defensive back the ball's intended for. He actually ran with him in perfect motion and able to make a big-time play.
They'll start with a give to Cohen. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Cohen gets it again on 2nd.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Bears on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. A shotgun snap, Fields. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Returning it is Moore. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Robert Quinn able to record his 5th sack of the season. After the sack on 1st down, Murray has it knocked loose, fumble. And this is picked up by the Bears. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They sit in a good spot, having the ball back after the fumble recovery and up 2 scores in the 4th quarter. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, Chicago. Darnell Mooney, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bears are closing in on a third straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter. Santos now to add the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this fourth quarter. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's second down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Murray now to throw. He's going to look deep for more. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. Give him 32 on the play. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Eddie Jackson picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. The 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Chicago. Darnell Mooney, 98 yards. And the Bears are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone, this guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes. Carving him up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they, unfortunately, are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk, and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Cordray Tankersley with a pick, and he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Another solid game-changing play for this defense for the interception. At this point, though, I don't know that it's game-changing. I mean, they've got this one in firm control.
And you always hear about, you know, those stories about someone left their game plan behind and maybe you benefit from it. I'm not going to say that that happened, but they certainly have appeared on defense to be a step ahead this entire game. Guys are always in the right spot in order to make a play.
The offense has had its moments, too. And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
On 2nd and 10, Fields swings this out here for Cohen. And he's got this down to the 35. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Fields. Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. Chandler Jones, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19.
26 Mike.
Another try after the first down sack. Fields, nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And they bring this one back. A scoop and score, a fumble recovery touchdown for Arizona. So hold the phone here, Charles. I'd kind of written them off, but after that touchdown, certainly a long way still to go, but stranger things have happened.
Well, when you're going to have big second-half comebacks, plays like that have to be involved.
Extra point good by Prater, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Here's Cohen now to return. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. They begin the drive on the ground with Cohen. And he'll get this forward only for about a yard, as that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. The safety Landon Collins there to make the tackle. Cohen gets it again on 2nd. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. He's got Mason complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 14 yards in a Chicago first down. Well, clear running situation. Trying to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play. Set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they'd shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the return will stop right around the 25. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Rolling to his right. Oh, what a catch by Hopkins. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Shotgun now from Murray. And now here is another interception. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Looking at it from the defense's perspective, they could have really used the football to try to start eating into this deficit. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn. As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
26, Mike. 26, push him back. Push him back. 26, Mike. 26, Mike.
Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. A crazy sequence here. A huge gain that time, but it still leaves them well short for 4th down. They snap it to Fields. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over.